My child, you are here because something inside you recognized my voice calling. This is not chance, this is not random scrolling that led you to this moment. I drew you here with intention, with purpose, because what I am about to say to you has been prepared specifically for where you are right now. You may have opened this thinking you were looking for comfort or encouragement, or maybe just something to fill the silence, but I tell you the truth. You were looking for me, and I was already looking for you. There is a question you have been carrying, one you may not have fully formed into words yet. It sits in your chest like a weight, like something unfinished you have been waiting for. Something to shift, for some sign that your prayers have reached beyond the ceiling, for proof that I have not forgotten your name. I know that weight. I know the exhaustion that comes from believing in waiting and believing again. I see the nights when you hold your breath in the dark, wondering if tomorrow will be the day things finally change. I see the mornings when you wake up and the first feeling is not hope but heaviness, because another day has begun and nothing looks different. You have been strong for so long. You have smiled when you wanted to cry. You have kept going when every part of you wanted to stop. And now as you hear these words, I want you to know this: your endurance has not been invisible. Every moment you chose to trust me instead of giving up has been seen. Every tear that fell in secret reached my heart. Every whispered prayer in the middle of the night was heard. You are not here by accident. This moment was written long before you arrived at it. I knew you would need to hear my voice today, so I made sure you would find your way here. I know what you are carrying. I know the questions that keep you awake. I know the disappointments that have made you cautious about hoping too much. I know the fear that whispers, maybe it will never happen for me. I see it all, and I am not distant from it. I am not watching from far away, waiting for you to figure it out on your own. I am here, right now, closer than the air you are breathing, closer than the walls around you, closer than your own thoughts. And I need you to understand something that will change how you see everything that has happened until now. The waiting you have endured was never a sign of my absence. It was never punishment. It was never me withholding good from you because you were not good enough. The delay you have felt so deeply was not abandonment. It was preparation. I was not making you wait because I forgot about you. I was holding you in a season where I could do a deeper work in you than you realized. I was building something in your spirit that only time and trust could build. I was shaping your heart so that when I opened the doors I have planned for you, you would walk through them with strength, not fear, with peace, not anxiety, with confidence in who I made you to be. The world teaches you that waiting is wasted time, but I do not waste anything. I used every moment of your waiting to grow you, to mature your faith, to teach you how to stand even when you could not see the path ahead. You thought you were standing still, but you were being rooted. You thought nothing was happening, but beneath the surface where eyes cannot see, I was at work. I was strengthening your foundation. I was deepening your trust. I was preparing you to carry what I am about to release. And now, my child, that season is ending, not because you finally did enough, but because the time I appointed has arrived. I have been moving in ways you could not see. While you were praying, I was answering. While you were waiting, I was working. I sent my angels into rooms you have never entered. I spoke to hearts you have never met. I shifted circumstances you knew nothing about. I blocked paths that would have harmed you and opened roads that will lead you into the future I designed for you. You thought you were alone in the waiting, but you were surrounded. Every step you took was guarded. Every moment of doubt was met with my presence. Even when you could not feel it, I never left you. I never turned away. I was there in The silence holding you, sustaining you, keeping you from breaking under the weight you were carrying. There were times you wanted to quit, times when you said, I cannot do this anymore. But something inside you kept going. That was not your strength alone. That was me. That was my spirit in you, holding you up when you had nothing left to give. You kept choosing faith when it made no sense. You kept praying even when you felt like your prayers disappeared into the air. You kept believing even when everything around you said it was not working. And because of that, because you held on, you have reached the moment where faith meets fulfillment, where the unseen becomes visible, where the promises I made are no longer distant. They are here. I know. You feel it. There is something shifting inside you right now, a stirring you cannot explain, a quiet knowing that something is about to change. That feeling is real. It is not wishful thinking. It is not your imagination. It is my spirit confirming to your spirit that the waiting is over. The season of silence has ended. The time of delay has passed. What I have been preparing in secret is now ready to be revealed. The doors I have been working on are swinging open. The blessings I have been holding in my hands are being released. This is not a maybe. This is not a Sunday. This is now. This is your moment. You have been asking me when it would be your turn, when you would finally see the breakthrough you have prayed for, and I am telling you now, this is your turn, not because you earned it, but because I chose it, not because you were perfect, but because I am faithful. I do not move based on your performance. I move based on my love for you, and my love has been relentless. It has never wavered. It has never dimmed. Even when you doubted, even when you pulled away, even when you stopped praying because it hurt too much to keep hoping, my love for you remained. I have watched you through every season. I saw you in the moments when you felt forgotten. I saw you when you looked around and everyone else seemed to be moving forward while you stayed in place. I saw the pain of comparison, the ache of feeling left behind. I saw the tears you cried when no one else was watching. I saw the prayers you prayed when your voice was too tired to speak out loud, and I collected every single one. I held them in my hands like treasures. I turned them into seeds that I planted in the soil of my perfect timing. And now, my beloved, those seeds are ready to bloom. My child, I want you to breathe, not the shallow breath you have been taking while carrying all this weight, but a deep, full breath. Feel your lungs expand. Feel the air fill your chest. That breath is a gift from me. It is proof that you are still here, still alive, still held by my hand. Your heart is still beating because I have a purpose for you that is not finished. There are things you are meant to do, people you are meant to meet, moments you are meant to experience that are still ahead of you. The story I am writing with your life is not over. In fact, the best chapters are just beginning. You have spent so much energy trying to figure out how and when in, through what door your breakthrough would come. You have tried to map it out, to make sense of the timing, to understand why some things happened and others did not. But I am telling you now, you do not need to have it all figured out. You do not need to see the entire path. You do not need to understand every detail of how I am going to do what I have promised. All you need to do is trust me. Trust that I know what I am doing. Trust that I see what you cannot see. Trust that my timing is not late. It is perfect. There are things I needed to align before I could release what I have for you. There were people who needed to be in place. There were doors that needed to be unlocked from the inside. There were lessons you needed to learn that could only be learned in the waiting. There were parts of your heart that needed healing before you could step into what is next. And now all of that is complete. The pieces are in place. The people are ready. The doors are open. The healing has taken root. Everything is aligned. And the only thing left is for you to step forward and receive what I have already prepared. I know you are afraid of being disappointed again. I know you have hoped before and been let down. I know you have believed for things that did not happen the way you thought they would, and because of that, there is a part of you that is hesitant to fully open your heart to hope again. You are afraid that if you believe too much, if you let yourself feel too much, you will be hurt again. But my child, I am not like the people who have failed you. I am not like the circumstances that did not work out. I do not promise and then forget. I do not speak and then change my mind. What I have said over you will come to pass. What I have promised you will be fulfilled, not because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. The very fact that you are still here, still listening, still willing to hope even a little bit tells me that your faith is stronger than you think. You may feel weak, but I see strength. You may feel like you are barely holding on, but I see endurance. You may feel like you do not have much left to give, but I see a heart that refuses to quit, and that, my beloved, is more powerful than you know. It is that small seed of faith, that tiny flicker of hope that I am about to multiply. I am about to take what you thought was not enough and turn it into more than you imagined. I am the God who makes something out of nothing. I am the God who brings life out of death. I am the God who takes the broken pieces and creates something beautiful and right. Now I am taking everything you have been through, the pain, the disappointment, the waiting, the weariness, and I am turning it into a testimony. I am turning it into a story that will not only change your life, but will encourage others who are walking through what you walk through. You are not going through this for nothing. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of holding on when you wanted to let go, it all has purpose. You are standing at the edge of a new beginning. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but in the realm of the spirit, the shift has already happened. The breakthrough you have been praying for is no longer far away. It is here. It is present. It is unfolding. Even as you take in these words, heaven is moving on your behalf. Angels are carrying out assignments that will bring alignment into your life. Doors are opening that have been closed for too long. Favor is being released that will cause things to turn in your direction. Peace is descending on you that will quiet the noise of doubt and fear. And my presence, my tangible, undeniable presence is filling the space around you right now, confirming that what I am saying is true. This is not just encouragement. This is not just words meant to make you feel better for a moment. This is a declaration. This is a decree spoken from the throne of heaven over your life. The waiting is over. The delay has ended. The season of wondering if it will ever happen is finished. What I have promised is now in motion. What I have spoken is now coming to pass. And nothing, no person, no circumstance, no delay, no enemy can stop what I have started. You are stepping into the fulfillment of my word over you, and it is going to be better than you imagined. I want you to feel the weight lifting off your shoulders right now. I want you to feel the tightness in your chest releasing. I want you to feel the heaviness that has been pressing down on you beginning to lift, because it is the burden you have been carrying is not yours to carry anymore. I am taking it from you. I am replacing it with peace. I am replacing it with rest. I am replacing it with the assurance that I am in control and everything is going to be all right. You do not have to hold it all together anymore. You do not have to figure it all out. You do not have to force anything to happen. You can rest. You can breathe. You can trust that I am working even when you cannot see it. My child, the road ahead of you is filled with moments you have been praying for. Answered prayers, open doors, divine connections, unexpected blessings, miracles that will remind you that I am real and that I keep my promises. You are not walking into more struggle. You are not walking into more disappointment. You are walking into the fulfillment of everything I have been preparing for you. And as you walk, I will be with you, guiding you, strengthening you, reminding you that you are mine and that I will never leave. You may still have questions. You may still have fears. You may still wonder if this is really happening. And that is all right. I do not expect you to have perfect faith. I just need you to take the next step, one step at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. And as you do, you will begin to see the evidence of what I am doing. You will begin to feel the shift. You will begin to experience the breakthrough. And with each step, your faith will grow, your confidence will return, your hope will rise, and you will know beyond any doubt that I am with you and that I am faithful. This is your moment, my child. This is your time, not someday, not eventually. Now, the angels are already moving. The doors are already opening. The blessings are already on their way, and all you need to do is receive my love, receive my peace, receive my promise, receive the breakthrough that is yours. It is here, it is now, and it is for you. I see you trying to make sense of why things took so long. I see you searching through the past, looking for mistakes you made, wondering if you missed something, questioning if you prayed the right way or believed hard enough. My child, stop looking backward with guilt. Stop analyzing every moment for what you think you did wrong. The delay was not because you failed. It was not because you were not good enough. It was because I was orchestrating something far greater than you could see. While you were focused on one door, I was building an entire house. While you were asking for one blessing, I was preparing multiple streams of provision. While you were hoping for one relationship to be restored, I was aligning a whole community of people who will walk with you into your future. You see, I do not work the way you work. I do not think the way you think. My perspective is not limited to what is in front of you. Today, I see the entirety of your life. From beginning to end, I see the dangers you would have walked into if I had opened that door when you wanted me to. I see the heartbreak you would have experienced if I had said yes to what you were begging for 3 years ago. I see the version of you that was not yet ready to steward what I had planned to give you, and because I love you too much to give you something that would harm you or something you were not ready to carry, I waited not to punish you, not to test you, but to protect you and to prepare you. The waiting was never empty. It was full of my activity, full of my protection, full of my love, working behind the scenes. Every day that passed, I was moving pieces into place. I was removing people who would have hindered you. I was closing doors that led to dead ends. I was healing wounds in you that you did not even know were there. I was teaching you how to hear my voice in the silence. I was strengthening your spirit so that when the noise of opportunity and blessing in movement began, you would not lose yourself in it. You would remain rooted in me. There were moments when you felt like you were going backward instead of forward, moments when it seemed like everything was falling apart, moments when you questioned if I was even listening, but what looked like falling apart was actually falling into place. What felt like loss was actually clearing space for gain. What seemed like silence was actually the sound of heaven working in ways your ears were not yet trained to hear. I was never absent. I was never far. I was doing the deep work that could not be rushed, the kind of work that does not make sense until you are on the other side of it, and you look back and see that every single thing had to happen exactly the way it did. You have been shaped by this season in ways you will not fully understand for a while. You are not the same person you were when the waiting began. You are stronger, you are wiser, you are more compassionate, you are more dependent on me and less dependent on your own ability to control outcomes. You have learned to pray differently. You have learned to worship in the dark. You have learned to hold on to my promises even when everything around you contradicted them. These are not small things. These are the marks of maturity. These are the qualities of someone I can trust with influence, with blessing, with a platform, with a voice, and that is exactly what I am giving you. The season you are stepping into will require everything you learned in the waiting. You will need the patience you built. You will need the faith you fought for. You will need the humility you gained when you realized you could not do it on your own. You will need the discernment you developed when you had to learn to distinguish my voice from all the other voices. This season will move fast. Opportunities will come quickly. Doors will open in rapid succession. Decisions will need to be made without weeks to deliberate. And if I had rushed you into this before you were ready, you would have been overwhelmed. You would have made choices out of fear instead of faith. You would have said yes to things that looked good, but were not from me. But now you are ready. Now you will know how to move. Now you will recognize my voice and follow it without hesitation. Let me tell you what is happening right now in the unseen realm. There are angels who have been assigned to your life, and they are not idle. They are moving with urgency and precision. They are going before you into places you have not yet arrived. They are preparing hearts to receive you. They are opening doors that human hands cannot open. They are removing obstacles that have been in your way for years. They are setting up divine appointments, moments when you will be in the right place at the right time and the right person will be there. 2. Moments when a conversation will happen that will change the trajectory of your life. Moments when an opportunity will present itself that you did not apply for, did not work for, did not even know existed. That is the favor of God. That is the movement of heaven on your behalf. I am also doing something in the hearts of people who will play a role in your next season. People who do not even know your name, yet are being prepared to meet you. I am softening hearts that were once hard toward you. I am changing minds that were once made up against you. I am opening eyes that were once blind to your value. I am stirring compassion in people who will become advocates for you. I am planting your name in conversations that are happening in rooms you will never enter. Conversations that will result in opportunities you will walk into without striving. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to manipulate or control or push. All you need to do is stay close to me and trust that I am working. There is also work I am doing in your own heart that I need you to cooperate with. There are some old ways of thinking that you need to let go of. There are some lies you have believed about yourself that need to be replaced with truth. There are some fears that you have been holding on to that need to be surrendered. I am asking you to release them, not because I am harsh, but because where you are going, those things cannot come with you. Fear will hold you back from walking through the doors I am opening. Lies about your worth will keep you from receiving the love and favor I am releasing. Old mindsets will cause you to sabotage the very blessings I am bringing into your life. So I am asking you right here, right now, to let them go. Give them to me. Let me take the fear. Let me take the shame. Let me take the doubt. Let me take the bitterness and the disappointment and the hurt. I will carry it. You do not have to. In exchange, I am giving you peace, not the kind of peace that depends on everything going right, not the kind of peace that only lasts as long as circumstances are favorable. I am giving you my peace, the kind that does not make sense, the kind that holds you steady in the middle of chaos, the kind that allows you to sleep soundly even when you do not have all the answers, the kind that causes people to look at you and wonder how you are so calm when they know what you are facing. That is the peace I am releasing over you right now. Receive it, let it settle into your mind, let it quiet the noise of worry, let it anchor you in the truth that I am in control. I am also giving you clarity. You have been confused for too long. You have had too many voices speaking into your life, too many opinions, too many conflicting directions. I am cutting through all of that noise. I am making my voice clear and unmistakable. You will know what to do. You will know when to move and when to wait. You will know who to trust and who to keep at a distance. You will know which opportunities are from me and which ones are distractions. The fog is lifting. The confusion is clearing. You are going to see with greater clarity than you have ever had before. In that, clarity will give you confidence to move forward without second-guessing yourself. My child, I need you to understand something important. The breakthrough you are walking into is not just for you, it is for everyone connected to you. Your family will be affected, your children will be affected, your friends will be affected, even people you have not met yet will be affected. When I move in your life, it creates a ripple. It sets things in motion that go far beyond what you can see. Your obedience, your faith, your willingness to trust me even when it was hard, these things have positioned you to be a conduit of blessing. I am going to pour into you so that you can pour into others. I am going to heal you so that you can bring healing. I am going to prosper you so that you can be generous. I am going to give you a testimony so that you can give hope to those who are still waiting. You are not stepping into this new season just so you can finally be comfortable. You are stepping into it so you can be effective, so you can fulfill the calling I placed on your life, so you can do the work I created you to do. The waiting was preparation, and now the preparation is complete. Now it is time to move, time to build, time to speak, time to create, time to lead, time to love with boldness, time to walk in the authority I have given you, time to take up space and not apologize for it, time to use your voice and not shrink back, time to step into the fullness of who I made you to be. I know there is still a part of you that feels inadequate, a part of you that looks at what I am saying and thinks I must be talking to someone else, someone more qualified, someone with more experience, someone who has not made as many mistakes. But I am not talking to someone else. I am talking to you, and I chose you not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. I chose you not because you have it all together, but because I can work through your weakness to display my strength. I chose you not because you are without flaws, but because I see past your flaws to the treasure I placed inside you. You are exactly who I need for what I am about to do, and I do not make mistakes. So stop disqualifying yourself. Stop listening to the voice that says you are not enough. Stop replaying your past failures as if they define your future. They do not. I define your future, and I say you are ready. I say you are capable. I say you are anointed. I say you are equipped. I say you are chosen. And what I say is final. It does not matter what anyone else thinks. It does not matter what you think about yourself. What matters is what I say. And I say you are mine and I am with you. And together we are going to do something beautiful. The world will see the change in you and they will wonder what happened. They will see the peace on your face and ask how you got it. They will see the favor on your life and question why doors are opening for you. They will see the joy in your spirit and be drawn to it. And when they ask, you will have an answer. You will be able to say, it was not me, it was him, it was God, it was his faithfulness, it was his love, it was his grace, it was his timing, and your testimony will become a weapon that breaks chains off of other people who are still in their waiting season. Your story will give them hope. Your breakthrough will give them faith. Your life will be proof that I am real, and that I keep my promises. My child, you are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming a blessing. You are not just experiencing breakthrough, you are becoming a breakthrough for others. This is bigger than you. This is about my kingdom. This is about my glory being displayed through a life that was once weary and is now thriving, through a heart that was once broken and is now whole, through a story that was once filled with pain and is now filled with purpose. I am taking everything the enemy meant for harm and I am turning it into good. I am taking every tear and turning it into testimony. I am taking every setback and turning it into a setup for something greater. Do you see it now? Do you see why the waiting had to be this long? Do you see why I did not move when you wanted me to? It was not cruelty, it was love, it was wisdom. It was me seeing the full picture and knowing that if I gave you what you wanted when you wanted it, you would have missed what I had planned. And what I had planned is so much better, so much bigger, so much more aligned with who you really are and what you are really made for. The waiting was not the enemy. Impatience was, fear was, doubt was, but the waiting itself was my gift to you, even though it did not feel like it at the time. And now the waiting is done. The gift has been unwrapped. The season has shifted. The door is open. The path is clear. And I am inviting you to walk forward with confidence, with joy, with expectation. Walk forward knowing that I am with you. Walk forward knowing that I have gone before you. Walk forward knowing that every step you take is ordered by me. Walk forward knowing that you are loved, you are chosen, you are protected, and you are mine. This is your time. This is your moment, and I am so proud of you for making it here. You are standing at the threshold of everything you have prayed for, and I want you to step across it with your head held high, not because you earned it, but because I gave it, not because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. Step into the life I have prepared for you. Step into the calling I have placed on you. Step into the fullness of my love and my purpose. Step into the breakthrough. Step into the blessing. Step into the new season. It is yours. It has always been yours, and now it is time to receive it. There is something I want you to notice about this moment. You are not the same person who started this waiting season. When the delay first began, you were looking for quick answers. You wanted the fastest route. You wanted me to move according to your timeline, but I knew that what I had for you required someone who could endure, someone who could trust me when nothing made sense, someone who could worship me in the valley just as loudly as they would on the mountain, and that is who you have become. The waiting did not weaken you, it forged you, it made you into someone who can carry the weight of blessing without collapsing under it, someone who can walk through open doors with humility instead of pride, someone who knows that every good thing comes from me and not from your own effort. I watched you grow through the long nights. I saw you wrestling with questions that had no easy answers. I saw you trying to reconcile what I promised with what you were experiencing, and in that tension, something beautiful happened. Your faith stopped being about getting what you wanted and started being about knowing who I am. You stopped coming to me only when you needed something and started coming to me because you needed me. That shift, my child, is what I was waiting for, not because I am controlling or withholding, but because I knew that if you got what you prayed for before you learned to love me more than the blessing would become your God, and I love you too much to let anything take my place in your heart. So I let the waiting stretch longer than you wanted. I let the silence go deeper than you expected. I let the tension build until you had no choice but to decide whether you would trust me or walk away, and you chose to trust, even when it hurt, even when it made no sense, even when everyone around you questioned why you were still holding on. You chose me, and that choice, that decision to keep your heart open to me, even in the hardest season, is what unlocked this moment. It was never about you doing more, it was about you surrendering more, it was about you letting go of control and letting me be God. And now, because you learned that lesson, because you let me shape you, instead of running from the process, you are ready for what comes next. The doors that are opening now will not destroy you because your identity is not in them. The blessings that are being released will not corrupt you because you know where they came from. The favor that is surrounding you will not make you arrogant because you remember the valley that brought you here. You are ready, my child, not because you are flawless, but because you are faithful. Not because you never doubted, but because you chose to believe anyway. Let me remind you of something you may have forgotten. There were moments in your waiting when I showed up in small ways. A song that played at just the right time, a word from a stranger that felt like it was meant for you, a sudden sense of peace in the middle of a storm, a door that closed and though it hurt, you later realized it was protection. Those were not coincidences, those were me. I was leaving you breadcrumbs, little reminders that I was still there, still moving, still working. You may have dismissed them as random, but they were intentional. I was speaking to you in the language of signs because I knew that your heart needed to know you were not abandoned, and I am still speaking. I am still leaving signs, but now they are no longer whispers. They are declarations. The small confirmations you used to cling to are being replaced by undeniable evidence of my hand on your life. Things are about to shift so dramatically that no one will be able to explain it away, not even you. You will know without question that it was me, that I moved, that I opened the door, that I made the way, that I did what no human could do. And in those moments, when the evidence is so clear that it silences every doubt, I want you to remember this. I was always this faithful. I was always this close. I was always this committed to you. The only thing that changed is that now you can see it. My child, I need to prepare you for how quickly things are about to move. You have grown accustomed to slow. You have grown used to waiting. You have built your life around the idea that change takes time, and while that was true for the season you were in, it is not true for the season you are entering. I am about to accelerate things in a way that will feel overwhelming if you are not grounded in me. Doors that you thought would take years to open will open in days. Opportunities that you thought required endless effort will fall into your lap. Relationships that you thought were beyond repair will be restored in a single conversation. I am compressing time. I am redeeming the years. I am giving you in moments what you thought would take a lifetime. This is not to confuse you or destabilize you. This is my kindness. This is me giving you back what the waiting took. This is me showing you that I do not forget. I do not abandon. I do not leave my children empty-handed. You sowed in tears and now you will reap in joy. You planted in faith and now you will harvest in abundance. The ground you have been walking on is about to produce fruit so quickly that you will barely have time to process it, and I need you to stay close to me through it. I need you to remember that the blessing is not the point. I am the point. The breakthrough is not the goal. Knowing me is the goal. The answered prayers are wonderful, but they are not your source. I am your source, and as long as you keep that truth at the center, you will thrive in this new season. There is a sound in the spirit realm right now. It is the sound of chains breaking, chains of delay, chains of disappointment, chains of fear, chains of shame, chains of limitation. They are snapping one by one as my power moves through your life. You may not hear it with your physical ears, but your spirit is hearing it. That is why something inside you is stirring. That is why you feel lighter even though nothing has changed yet in the natural. The spiritual shift always happens. First, the change in the unseen realm precedes the change in the visible realm, and right now in the unseen, the atmosphere around you is being restructured. Demonic assignments that have been working against you are being dismantled. Spiritual blockages that have hindered your progress are being removed. Doors that were locked by the enemy are being kicked open by angels, and the sound of it all is shaking heaven and earth. You are not imagining this. You are not making it up. What you are sensing is real. It is the activity of heaven responding to your faith. It is the movement of my spirit confirming that the season has changed, and I need you to agree with it. I need you to stop doubting what you are feeling. I need you to stop questioning whether this is really happening. I need you to lift your hands even if no one is watching and say yes, yes to the breakthrough, yes to the blessing, yes to the new season, yes to my will, yes to my timing, yes to everything I have for you. Your agreement matters, your faith matters, your voice matters, and when you align your words with what I am doing, you release it into the natural realm. You give it permission to manifest. You partner with heaven to bring the unseen into the seen. So, speak it out, not loudly if that makes you uncomfortable, but speak it, say it. In your car, say it in your room, say it. In the shower, say, I receive what God is doing. Say, I believe the waiting is over. Say, I trust that the breakthrough is here. Say, I am stepping into everything God has for me. Say, I am ready. Your words have power. They carry weight in the spirit. And when you speak in agreement with what I am already doing, you accelerate the manifestation. You do not create the breakthrough with your words, but you do release it. You do not earn the blessing by declaring it, but you do position yourself to receive it. So speak, my child. Let your voice join the sound of heaven. Let your faith rise to meet my movement. There is also something I need to address. Some of you are hearing all of this in feeling a wave of emotion. Tears are coming and you do not know why. You feel a tightness in your throat, a pressure in your chest. That is not sadness. That is release. That is your spirit recognizing truth and responding to it. That is the weight of all the years, all the disappointment, all the exhaustion, finally being lifted off of you. Let the tears come. Do not hold them back. Do not try to control them. Let them fall. Each tear is a piece of the old season being washed away. Each tear is making room for the new thing I am doing. Crying is not weakness. It is healing. It is your soul exhaling after holding its breath for so long. So if you need to cry, cry. I am not uncomfortable with your tears. I collect them. I honor them. I see them as an offering of trust, a sign that you are finally letting me carry what you were never meant to carry alone. And when the tears stop, you will feel different, lighter, freer, more at peace. That is the sign that the old season has officially ended. That is the confirmation that you are no longer who you were. You have crossed over. You have stepped through the door. You are in the new season now, and everything from this point forward will reflect that. The way people respond to you will change. The way opportunities come to you will change. The way you see yourself will change. Even the way you pray will change, because you are no longer praying from a place of desperation. You are praying from a place of expectation. You are no longer begging. You are receiving. You are no longer wondering if I will move. You are watching me move. I also want to talk to those of you who feel numb. You are hearing these words, but you do not feel anything. You want to believe, but there is a part of you that has shut down, that has stopped hoping because hoping hurt too much. I understand. I see you, and I am not disappointed in you. I know that numbness is a defense mechanism. It is your heart trying to protect itself from more pain, but my child, you do not need that defense anymore. You are safe. With me, I am not going to hurt you. I am not going to let you down. I am not going to promise something and then take it back. You can lower the walls. You can open your heart again. I know it is scary. I know it feels vulnerable, but I am asking you to trust me one more time. Just one more time. Let me in. Let me show you that I am who I say I am. Let me prove that my love is real and my promises are sure. You do not have to feel everything all at once. You do not have to force emotion, but you do need to make a decision. You need to choose to believe even when your emotions have not caught up yet. You need to take a step of faith even when your heart feels cold. And as you do, I will meet you. I will warm the places that have gone numb. I will revive the hope that has died. I will breathe life into the dreams you buried. It will not happen all at once, but it will happen. And one day soon you will wake up and realize that you feel again, that you hope again, that you believe again, and you will be so grateful that you did not give up. My child, I am going to tell you something that may be hard to hear, but it is important. There were people in your life who were not meant to go with you into this new season. People you loved, people you trusted, people you thought would always be there. But as the door to your future opened, they could not walk through it with you. Not because they are bad people, but because their assignment in your life was for a specific season, and that season has ended. I know it hurts. I know it feels like loss, but it is not loss. It is transition. It is redirection. It is me protecting you from relationships that would have held you back, drained you, or kept you from becoming who you are meant to be. Do not carry guilt for the relationships that have shifted. Do not spend your energy trying to revive what I have released. Do not beg people to stay who have already decided to leave. Let them go, bless them, pray for them, and then turn your face forward and keep walking, because where you are going, I am sending new people, people who will understand you, people who will celebrate you, people who will walk with you, not in front of you or behind you, but beside you, people who will call out the greatness in you instead of making you feel small, people who will honor your growth instead of resenting it. The loss you feel right now is creating space for the gain that is coming. Trust the process, trust my wisdom, trust that I know who belongs in your life and who does not. And for those of you who are not losing people but restoring people, I see you too. There are some relationships that went cold, that broke apart, that seemed beyond repair, but I am breathing on them. I am softening hearts. I am creating opportunities for reconciliation, not because the other person suddenly became perfect, but because both of you have grown, both of you have changed, both of you are ready to try again, and this time it will be different. This time the relationship will be built on a stronger foundation. This time it will be rooted in grace instead of expectation. This time it will reflect my love instead of human effort. So do not give up on what I am restoring. Do not assume that because it fell apart once, it is over forever. I am the God of resurrection. I bring dead things back to life, and if I am restoring it, it is because I have a purpose for it. There is one more thing I need to say before we close this moment together. I need you to know that I am proud of you. I know you have not heard that enough. I know you have spent most of your life feeling like you were falling short, like you were not doing enough, like you were disappointing everyone, including me, but that is not true. That has never been true. I have always been proud of you, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine, not because you never fail, but because you keep getting back up, not because you have it all figured out, but because you keep trusting me even when You do not. I see the little things that no one else notices. I see the way you check on people who are hurting. I see the way you hold your tongue when you could say something hurtful but choose not to. I see the way you help without announcing it. I see the way you give, even when you do not have much to give. I see the way you smile at strangers and make them feel seen. I see the way you pray for people who do not even know you are praying. I see the way you carry burdens that are not yours because you have a heart that cares. These things matter to me. They are not small. They are the evidence of my nature living inside you. You have wondered if your life matters. You have questioned if anything you do makes a difference. And I am telling you now it does. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every moment you chose love over bitterness, every time you forgave when you did not have to, every time you showed up when it would have been easier to stay home, every time you gave someone a second chance, every time you believed the best about someone instead of assuming the worst. All of it matters, all of it counts, all of it is recorded in heaven, and all of it is part of the story I am telling through your life. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not insignificant. You are seen. You are known. You are cherished in the life you have lived, even in the mundane, even in the ordinary, even in the moments no one celebrated has been in offering to me, and I have received it. I have honored it, and now I am about to reward it, not because you were trying to earn anything, but because that is who I am. I am a rewarder. I am a multiplier. I am a God who sees faithfulness and responds to it. The season you are stepping into will be marked by vindication. There were people who doubted you, people who underestimated you, people who overlooked you, people who dismissed you, people who said you would never make it, and I am going to show them that they were wrong, not so you can gloat, not so you can prove a point, but so that my name is glorified through your story, so that people see that I do not choose based on what the world values. I choose based on the heart, and your heart has been faithful, your heart has been humble, your heart has been surrendered, and now I am elevating you. I am bringing you into spaces you never thought you would enter. I am giving you influence you never imagined you would have, and it will all point back to me. I am proud of the way you loved people, even when it cost you. I am proud of the way you kept praying even when you felt unheard. I am proud of the way you chose kindness even when you were treated unkindly. I am proud of the way you protected your integrity even when no one was watching. I am proud of the way you honored me even when life was not fair. I am proud of the way you kept believing even when the evidence said otherwise. You are a good son. You are a good daughter, and I love you more than you will ever fully understand. So, lift your head, straighten your shoulders, take a deep breath, and know that the God of the universe is on your side. Know that heaven is moving on your behalf. Know that the waiting is over and the breakthrough is here. Know that you are loved, you are seen, you are known, and you are not alone. This is your moment. This is your time. Walk into it with confidence. Walk into it with peace. Walk into it knowing that I am with you every step of the way, my child. Before we finish, I want to paint a picture of what is coming. I want you to see with the eyes of faith what I have already prepared. Picture yourself waking up tomorrow morning and feeling different. The heaviness that usually greets you is gone. In its place is a lightness, a sense of expectation, a quiet knowing that something good is on the horizon. You will reach for your phone and there will be a message that makes you smile, a word of encouragement, an unexpected opportunity, a sign that I am moving, and you will know in that moment that this is not coincidence. This is me confirming what I spoke to you today. Picture yourself walking through your day and noticing that things flow differently. Conversations that used to drain you will now energize you. Problems that used to overwhelm you will now feel manageable. People who used to frustrate you will no longer have power over your peace. You will move through your day with a grace that was not there before, and people will notice. They will ask you what changed. They will comment on the light in your eyes. They will want to know your secret, and you will smile because you know it is not a secret. It is me. It is my presence. It is the evidence of a season that has shifted. Picture yourself in a room full of people, and instead of feeling small or invisible, you will feel confident. You will feel like you belong. You will speak and people will listen. You will share your ideas and they will be received. You will walk in authority. That does not come from arrogance but from knowing who you are in me. And doors will open because of it. Opportunities will come because of it. Relationships will form because of it. This is not pride. This is identity. This is you stepping into the fullness of who I created you to be. Picture yourself looking at your bank account, your health, your relationships, your work, and seeing evidence of my hand. Not everything will be perfect. I am not promising perfection, but you will see progress. You will see breakthrough in the places that felt stuck. You will see provision in the places that felt lacking. You will see healing in the places that felt broken. You will see restoration in the places that felt lost, and you will know beyond any doubt that I am faithful, that I keep my word, that I do not forget my children. Picture yourself 6 months from now, a year from now, looking back on this moment and being overwhelmed with gratitude. You will remember the waiting. You will remember the tears. You will remember the nights when you did not think you could go on, and you will see how every single moment was preparing you for where you are now. You will see the wisdom in my timing. You will see the purpose in the delay. You will see my hand in every detail, and you will worship me not just for what I did but for who I am, because you will know me in a way you never did before. This is not wishful thinking, my child. This is prophecy. This is declaration. This is the future I have already written for you, and it begins now. It begins with you choosing to believe. It begins with you choosing to trust. It begins with you choosing to step forward, even when you cannot see the entire path. It begins with you saying yes to me, yes to my timing, yes to my plan, yes to everything I have for you. And as you say yes, heaven responds. As you say yes, doors open. As you say yes, angels move. As you say yes, the breakthrough you have been praying for becomes the reality you are living. So say yes, my beloved. Say yes with your whole heart. Say yes with your voice. Say yes with your faith. Say yes with your obedience. Say yes to the new season. Say yes to the blessing. Say yes to the breakthrough. Say yes to me, and watch what I do. Watch how I move. Watch how I provide. Watch how I protect. Watch how I guide. Watch how I love you through every step of this journey, because I am not done with you. I am not finished with your story. The best is still ahead, and we are walking into it together. I want you to feel right now, in this moment, the warmth of my presence surrounding you. If you are sitting, feel the chair beneath you holding you up. If you are standing, feel the ground beneath your feet supporting you. If you are lying down, feel the softness of where you rest. These physical sensations are reminders that you are here, you are present, and you are held. Just as the physical world supports you, I support you in ways you cannot see, but can absolutely trust. You are not floating through life without an anchor. I am your anchor. You are not drifting without direction. I am your compass. You are not walking without protection. I am your shield, and as you move forward from this moment, I want you to carry this truth with you. You are no longer the person who was defined by waiting. You are now the person who is defined by breakthrough. You are no longer the person who wondered if I was listening. You are now the person who knows I hear every word. You are no longer the person who felt forgotten. You are now the person who knows they are remembered, treasured, and loved. Beyond measure, this shift is not just positional, it is transformational. It changes how you see yourself, how you see me, and how you see your future. There will be moments in the days ahead when doubt tries to creep back in, when the enemy whispers that nothing has really changed, when circumstances try to convince you that this was just a moment of emotion and not a divine encounter. But I need you to come back to this moment, come back to these words, come back to the truth that I spoke over you, because what I have declared is final, it is sealed, it is done, and no amount of doubt, no voice of fear, no temporary setback can undo what I have set in motion. You are moving forward, you are breaking through, you are stepping into everything I have promised, and nothing can stop it. I am with you, my child, today, tomorrow, and every day that follows, in the joy and in the struggle, in the breakthrough and in the process, in the seen and in the unseen. I am with you, and I will never ever let you go. Amen. If these words have touched your heart, I am asking you to share them. Someone in your life is still waiting. Someone is still wondering if I hear them. Someone is still carrying the weight that I just lifted off of you. Be the vessel that brings them this message. Share it with boldness. Share it with love. Let my voice reach another weary soul through your obedience.